Katrina.
Yeah, Kat.
Katrina.
Or just Kat, yeah.
You said, it's so crazy when you get a boyfriend after being single for so long, 4 years, all of the ex-potentials creep into your DMs once you get a new man, at least 6 or 7 pretty hot dudes. Yeah. Give me a break. I can't make this shit up. I'm not a 10, but I identify as one. I'm not ugly. I'm broke. Because I know that they still gonna cheat even if I was Megan Fox. I'm nice to everyone and all the dudes like me, the girls too. That's what you wrote. Yep. Okay. You said these dudes are fucked and only 1 out of 20 I've tried on are still not married and still effing around. So clearly I'm not the problem. You go, girl. Okay. You dated a guy who everyone had a crush on in high school when you were 30? Oh, so
yes,
you knew him in high school,
yes.
but you date when you were both 30 or whatever. Okay. He was the best. So funny, talented, and hot. Parentheses, 5'11". Trev ended up a gangsta, but I'm used to at this point. You're
used to
dating
gangsters, yeah.
Gangsters.
At that point.
Do you have a
Not anymore. My boyfriend now is not, but I had a bad boy.
Did you date like white guys, black guys, Latinos?
All white boys.
Only white boys?
Yeah, and like up until 2020, they were all over 6 foot.
What gangs
I had this,
are
I was kind of shallow.
in? What gangs are white guys in?
I mean, gangster, I don't mean like literally in a gang. I just mean like
thug.
Yeah,
thug.
that's the right word. Like
thug. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Spent most of his 20s locked up in jail. You were with him for about 6 weeks in 2019. You stayed friends. Back in. Okay, I'm not gonna say that stuff, but
what was wrong with what I said?
I don't know. He's whatever. Okay, he's in jail for drugs.
Now he got locked up. Right now he's.
You told him you were going to take a nap before you had to drive home when you were trying to sleep. You heard him and his best bro. Wait.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah.
So the thug.
Yeah.
Who every girl had a crush on in high school, when you were trying to fall asleep, you guys were in the same house or whatever, you heard him and his best bro hooking up.
Yep.
Was he on top or bottom?
I heard them hooking up, and I have had sex with that guy enough to know what it sounds like. And I wanted to I wanted to get up out of when I tried to leave, I wanted there to be a chick there, that they were having a threesome. And there wasn't, and it was pretty traumatizing. Since then, I've kind of just had a thing with that guy's gay. Then probably most are. I mean, if that
if he's gay, then
yeah,
you wrote you're worried that they all are.
Because if he the whatever top dog. But that guy the guy who he's sleeping with is just one of his, little bitches that, just like all his other little bitches do, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he having a good time in prison, or?
That's what I mean. Is that he's so damaged by it? Obviously. It turned up into that. So.
You said all the men you've fallen in love with picked ratchet hoes for you.
Yeah. I'm not talking I'm talking the worst kind of women that I use and that they when I say ratchet women, I say women who
trauma
are
strumpets, harlots.
Yeah, I'm trying to sum it up in so many words. Have babies to use as pawns.
You said ratchet hoe.
Yeah.
Just say that.
Ratchet
hoe.
Easy. Who and it's just it became so I became tainted, and I just started treating them the same way they treated me. If they were busy, I got busy too. I had other things going on. I didn't keep it. I kept them on ice or whatever you want to call it. I'd answer their calls and text them back and show up when they needed a friend. But I didn't put all my eggs in their baskets, and it took a good guy to come around to make me drop all of them.
And that's what you dropped them.
I did.
You dropped the.
Yeah, and you know what? I'll tell you right now, and I know you're not gonna believe me, but it wasn't all just sex. Like, I'm not like a super frisky kind of girl. Like, it wasn't like that for me. Like, it was just about being there for a friend, and it wasn't. It didn't have to do with I wanted to fuck, I was horny or anything like that. It was
the pity fuck. We talked about that, right?
Yeah, at the beginning.
That's what it was though. Like, my friend.
Yeah, he's going through a hard time.
Damn, I guess I'll suck his dick. What is that? Is that what it was?
Yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah, those are my show notes. That's what I thought you were gonna read. Like, now it's holy fuck.
Have any of you been pity fucked? Like the guy's
Probably.
like, oh god. I mean, I guess I'll fuck her. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. When I was pregnant.
You got a pity fuck?
Well, it was because that sounds really bad.
Damn.
When I was pregnant with my third, I wanted sex every day. It was insane.
While you're pregnant?
Yeah, it didn't happen with my first two. I was like wildly insatiable. I already feel that way now, but it was insane with my third. And
that's actually common, Brian.
Yeah, and I literally wanted him. I wanted to have sex.
Horny.
And he didn't
horny.
say it was ever a pity fuck. It was definitely. He told me like.
Well, it releases tons of hormones.
Yeah.
That's why they have bizarre cravings and shit like that. You know, they put Jif peanut butter on Doritos and all kinds of crazy shit.
Interesting.
So those hormones, it's sometimes that's the way it leads.
It was less pity and more of I can't keep up with you, but I'm gonna give it to you anyway.
I see. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Have I ever done a pity funk? Probably. Okay. Good talk. Let's see. Final notes here for Katrina, finally. You asked, when you guys ask what our number is, referring to body count, what do you mean? Do you mean the number of D's we effed or effed us? Do blowies count? Do you mean the number of men who have gotten me off? Do you mean the number of guys that... non-consensual. Me personally, I don't think that counts if it was non.
I didn't say that though. I said.
Oh well, you said pressured you into it or took advantage of you.
Yeah.
So it's still consensual.
I wouldn't say consensual. It was I felt like I had to do it. So, or like to get it. Like I've been in positions, with guys to be like, give me a BJ or have sex with me, or I'm going to tell your boyfriend you did anyways. So
that's not consent. Yeah. I mean, that's.
So I'm just saying.
There's a word for that, and
like
that's probably.
Yeah. So like my number is higher than I would like it to be, because I've learned from all of those mistakes that I'm not a victim. I just put myself in shitty situations and survived, as Miss Pamela Anderson would say. And I learned from them, and like I said earlier, I don't enjoy or like I felt like a next guy that I was to be with would have to be pretty dope for me to put my number up for them.
Okay. Wait, I actually sort of tangential to this, but like, do you think, let's say you're dating somebody and like there's maybe a differential in sex drive, and like the boyfriend, there's never been, like it's always been consensual, but like the girlfriend is starting to like slowly withdraw, and the boyfriend says she really likes him though and she wants to stay with him, but like there's a mismatch when it comes to the sex, and the boyfriend's like, I really like you, but we're not having as much sex as I would like. Would you consider that like pressuring a girl to have, like, if he's like, look, I'm dissatisfied with our sex life, like if like I'm gonna have to leave you if it doesn't improve, like would that be like pressuring? I guess it would be, but is it like,
no, because you're being honest. I think that you just have to admit that not everyone's compatible, and specifically sexually compatible. So like, I think that's more admirable than lying about it.
But what if she stays with him and she like ups the amount? That's consensual. Like she ups the amount.
I don't think it's pressure.
But she's like, that's not as much sex as she would otherwise want to have. So is that like a compromise, or is that like kind of
I think they should be getting into the bottom of like why the woman doesn't feel the need to like want sex.
I mean, like maybe has a really low sex drive, or she's like partly asexual.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in it where it's like the other way around, and I've wanted sex a lot more than the guy, and it can be hurtful. It sounds bad, but it can be hurtful when, like, I feel hurt when a guy doesn't want to have sex with me. Because it's like, why would you want to have sex with me? And it's like, you know, sometimes you just have to realize that you do have different sex drives, and masturbation is key. That's personally my thought.
Okay. I'll just move this on. Hot take from you. Last thing. You said if you give sex away for free, you might as well get paid for it. Ain't nothing worse than a broke ass hoe, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Your words, not mine.
Yep.
So have you ever...
No, I'm fucking broke. I'm broke. So I don't get paid. If I was gonna give it away for free, I would get paid for it. Like.
But you said ain't nothing worse than a broke ass hoe.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I'm broke.
Oh. But you're not a hoe. Right. Broke ass.
Yeah.
Not a hoe.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Just clarifying.
Seriously.
All right. But if you're gonna be a hoe, you can't be broke ass.
Yeah. Exactly.
Got it. Okay. Just clarifying. Understood. Okay.
Yeah, that's where like.
Okay.
Love that analogy.
Yeah, it's good. Okay, Danielle, you said one of your exes was a hardcore masturbator, and he always wanted to masturbate, especially to Asian porn. When I am a thicker woman, we were together for 4 or 5 years. You found out a year later he still has his addiction and has a kid. They're separated. The new girl. They got separated because of his hardcore masturbation.
Still, yeah, to this day.
So would he like try to watch that shit with you?
No, honestly, I kind of found out about it because I came home and there was a laptop on his chest and his dick was out and he was asleep.
And like, but like, how did you know it was Asian porn?
Because it was on his laptop.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah.
I thought you heard something.
No.
Like it was Japanese porn or something.
No, it wasn't. It was just Asian porn. I didn't see it all, knows what I'm talking about. But I noticed. And then I was kind of like, oh, like maybe it's a one-off type of thing. And then I kind of noticed it was all the time. And like, if I came home and I wanted to know, like I'm horny, whatever, and then he's already done it. And I was like, oh, okay. And he's just like one of those type of guys that like come once a day, you know, like can't, you know.
Wait, was that the only time you caught him with his watching
multiple
that shit?
Times.
And it was always Asian. It was always Asian.
Okay. And like skinny Asians. Like
skinny
not
Asian.
Like super. Damn. And I was thicker. And this is one of the reasons he actually broke up with me is because he wanted to get fit. And I wasn't in a position at the time to get fit because I was going to school full time and I was working 2 jobs and it was just like a lot. And
oh, me so horny, me love you long time.
Pretty much. And I happen to be friends with one of his friends that unfortunately I still hear about him, and I have seen him over the years because we do have mutual friends, and I'm very civil with all my exes.
Sure.
But it's to this day, it's like to the point where
he lost custody of his.
I'm just curious, like, would it have been better if, like, what if they were still skinny, but it was like a white chick? Would you feel better or worse? And what if it was a Latina or a Native American?
I just think go through all the races.
Fact, yeah, like
I'm just
because I am a thicker girl, like I just find because he was watching always like smaller girls and the fact that he wanted to get fit and all that stuff, like it's like, oh, like, you know, we're a couple, we can better each other type of thing, or maybe, and just overall, like the fact that it was always skinny people in the porn kind of like threw me for a loop because I'm not skinny, and if that's what he likes, then like why is he with me? And so originally he broke up with me because, you know, he said, you know, I want to get fit and all this stuff, and I was like, okay, no problem. And then like he did this huge thing where he won me back in a sense, where he, you know, bought me flowers. He did this huge like gesture of like, oh, I'm so sorry, like I fucked up, da, 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 da. And then I was 20 at the time, so like I was young, and this was my high school sweetheart, and I was like, okay, sure. But I don't want to be one of those couples that break up and get back together 1,000 times. That's like not what I want. And so overall, we got back together. You know what
you should have done? Was he a white guy? He was a white guy.
Yeah, the white guy.
You should have thrown it back in his face and just started watching like big black cock porn.
Yeah.
And just pass out and leave that shit on the laptop. And he comes home, he's like, fuck. Just throw that in his face, you know.
Yeah, no, but overall
Missed
we just
an opportunity.
didn't work out, and then
Such a
we
good
mutually
idea.
left each other. And then I found out the partner he had, same thing, and it never stopped.
You said that you went on a first date and the guy started talking about how his ex puts peanut butter on her
Yeah, so I've been on dating
lets
sites
him
for
lick it off.
pretty much. I've only really
then you
dated
ghosted them.
3 people. Like,
Why would you not
since I was
love that?
20.
Damn, why you
No,
gotta...
Like, that sounds like a party.
No, because it's like not first date material. I think when you go on a first date, you know, you talk about yourselves, whatever. It's like, oh, you're bringing up the
No, I want
ex-girlfriend
peanut butter on my
already.
pussy.
Literally, and then the fact that he like thought I would still kind of like, he's like sends me like a dick pic later that night, and
so
I
he
just like
disrespected
ghost
you.
him. And I'm
Yeah.
like, it's not hot. Like you talking about your ex and how she used to get off from her dog is like not what I
What,
want.
dog?
Yeah.
When did the dog get rolled?
No,
You didn't finish
missed the part.
I thought when the peanut butter,
Yeah.
they were
No,
Wait, what about the dog?
that in there?
Wait, what happened?
I think it's
It wasn't the boyfriend.
No, she put peanut butter on.
Sorry, I got mixed up. I thought it was the boyfriend licking it off, and I was like, that sounds great. Not the dog.
Wait,
Maybe I missed that.
Oh.
Let's find out.
wait, his ex, so his girl, like his ex-girl,
His ex-girlfriend
she put the peanut butter
on her vagina. Let her dog lick it
Oh
off.
my
God, I'd be calling the police.
I thought you were talking about the dude.
No, that's like first date material. Where that's why I'm not fucking talking to this man ever again.
All right, that's crazy.
It's like you think I would like who thinks that's okay? It's like I don't want to be with your ex.
Yeah.
She's fucking a beast. Whatever.
We have Carly here. Carly, you said you were with a guy for 5 years and he cheated on you with an 18. Yeah, we talked about that. Cheated on you with, you said a lot of guys in Los Angeles only date models so they can say they're dating a model. We call them modelizers, like from Sex and the City. Isn't like,
They're fetishizing you.
Yeah.
but like an actual model or just a girl who like did like 1 or 2 shoots and she's like claiming model?
Me?
No, not you. I'm not talking about
Other
you.
people? Yeah, I mean, just literally anybody that like claims that they are. It's like the weirdest thing. Because the second that I like, you know, broke up with my ex and whatever and started like dating around again, that was like the first thing that anybody ever mentioned, anybody ever talked about. Like that was like it for a conversation about me. And like, and then I'd be like, oh, like, have you been with like other people that are models before? And they would always be like, yeah, my ex was a model and my ex before that. And then like people will always be like, or I've heard guys be like, I only date models, blah blah blah. But they don't have to actually be like a real model. They just have
So
to
wait, you've
claim
had
that.
multiple encounters with men who say they only date models.
Oh yeah, like at least
Only?
like
Huh,
5 at least.
That's interesting. I've never heard that one. Only date
Yeah,
models.
I think it's like mainly, I don't know, maybe just in LA. I don't know, but
I mean, you were in.
I thought that was